What's going on, guys? I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the S&S Precision Plate Frame, more specifically this little monstrosity on my body right here. But before we start talking about that, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you could leave a like and comment and consider subscribing, really helps my channel get out there. Leave a comment down below what you want to see next. This just came in. I got some other interesting stuff kind of in the works right now with body armor related videos. So leave me some ideas down below. I'd be happy to hear them, but let's jump right into this S&S Precision Plate Frame. All right, so this plate frame right here is a pretty old plate frame. This was when Hoplite and S&S Precision kind of worked together a little bit. You might notice in some of the clips that the logo up here is not the S&S Precision logo, it's actually the Hoplite logo. This plate frame was made to kind of showcase the plates that are in here, which are Hoplite Level 4 8x10 swimmer cut plates. Yes, these are 8x10. They are not 10x12. That's my normal size. I got this in an 8x10 just because I wanted to try it out and see what the 8x10 plates were like. And I kind of like them. I like them for concealability. This carrier fits really well underneath like an Orc PCU, hides really well. The only thing you have to kind of do is remove the shoulder pads off of the actual shoulder straps. Because you'll look like you have some giant traps and you're all roided up or whatever. And that's obviously not me. I'm built like a 2x4 you find at Home Depot with all the lumber. So I wanted this for concealability and it works really, really well. You might be asking yourself, well, you don't have any mags on the front. Well, if you take a standard 5.56 mag and sit it here, it kind of gives you a size comparison of how small this carrier really is. So I wouldn't be necessarily running this with any mags on the front just for the concealability and having a completely flat front and rear. I would mainly be using this if I had to do anything that involved concealability. I mean, that's what I bought this for. There's really no other rhyme or reason as to why I have this and why I have it set up other than I wanted to see how covert I could make a plate frame. And it works really well. As you can see, the cummerbunds on the side here are very, very thin and very flat. They are made out of a kind of hypalon JPC shoulder strap material with Velcro on them. Super, super thin, low pro. This carrier doesn't do very well with kind of weight mitigation compared to something like an AVS or even an FCPC or basically any other plate carrier on the market. This thing kind of sucks to wear without any backers on the plates, any foam like flotation, S&S plates or whatever they're called. This thing kind of sucks. The entire carrier is made out of Kydex. It does not feel very good when you're wearing it for long periods of time, but if you're just wearing it in like an hour or two stint, you'll be all right. The thing doesn't weigh nearly anything compared to my AVS. This is about half the weight of my AVS. With just the AVS setup as you see it in the video that I made a couple weeks ago. I'll leave a link in the corner, but this thing is about half the weight of that with nothing on it, and the AVS really doesn't have anything on it or anything in it regardless. So that's the other kind of nice thing about this is it's super lightweight. The smaller profile does sacrifice some of the coverage you may get out of a 10x12, but you're gaining kind of that concealability. And if you're ever in a gunfight, I don't think anyone's going to shoot you in the chest. They're probably going to shoot you in the head if they know what they're doing. So at the end of the day, are the 8x10s really a huge factor compared to 10x12s? Who knows? I got this. This is set up how it is. I like it. Let me know down below what you guys think. Other than that, that's pretty much the S&S plate frame. There's not really much to talk about it. There are new models out there like the plate frame modular, which are $1,300 compared to the base cost of just the frame from S&S is $472, I believe. And then adding your plates could be another $1,000, another $600, depending on what type of plates you have. But when you buy this, it is set to the plates you have and that's it. So you can't swap plates unless they're pretty much dimensionally the same. There's no way to adjust this. It's kind of a one size, one fit for your plate. So if you buy this and then want to trade your plates out and keep using this, you're going to have to get a new frame, which is kind of the sucky part about the plate frame. For me, I'm fine with this setup. I think the 8x10s work really well, like I said, for concealability. I'll splice some clips in here and there of what they kind of look like underneath a jacket. But The plate frame, is it a gimmick? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. You can build these out pretty hefty. S&S has a very big suite of products to kit these out for maritime operations and general duty use. That's where these really shine, I think, is kind of in the maritime operations, because there's no fabric on this that holds any water. The only Cordura on this setup right here is actually the coverings for the plate. Other than that, Kydex, hypalon, and some Velcro. This thing sheds water like crazy compared to like an AVS or a JPC, that all that fabric is going to hold in some water weight and really weigh you down, as opposed to this. So if you're getting a plate frame for something other than to look cool and maybe conceal every once in a while, is it worth it? I wouldn't recommend it. Is it a super nice carrier? Yes, I think it's a really cool design and stuff. Looks really cool. But I wouldn't recommend this to someone that's getting their first plate carrier. This is kind of a more graduated level of plate carrier. It's really niche, and it doesn't really fit in compared to something like a JPC or an FCPC, where you can get those and it's gonna work in every range of scenario. This is more focused on a few. So I wouldn't really recommend this to your average Joe, but nevertheless, it's still a really cool carrier. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer them. And as always, thank you guys for watching.